Like that child, my life was golden, moving in these streets without being noticed.
She was still in high school. At the time, there were also reports that Jay-Z gave her an STD.
Y'all should go back and talk to all of the that she slept with in Philly when she was in Philly. She burned every last one of them. She sent more to the clinic than COVID.
It gets even deeper because allegedly there's a tape out there of Foxy and Jay-Z. And guess what? They were not alone. Their company was Jamie Foxx, and based on the rumors that were making rounds, Jay-Z signed Foxy to multiple gag orders after she, Jamie, and Jay engaged in a threesome, and that not long after the incident, the tape was ironically robbed from her home. I mean, the T even quoted Foxy referring to Beyonce as a halitosis-infected heifer. However, when those allegations came out, Foxy said the report was complete BS, telling TMZ, "The atrociousness of this story sickened me to my stomach. Any and everyone involved will be contacted by my attorney. In all my years in the music industry, these are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever experienced. This fictitious story with no audio, visual, or written interview clearly was concocted with malicious intent." There may have been no actual videos to support the allegations, but Jay-Z and Foxy's relationship is something that has been discussed by people who knew everything that was going down in the 90s. Nick Cannon even tried to get some answers from Dame Dash about Foxy Brown's age when she got signed, but Dame Dash was just like,
I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
Yeah, but
I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
Nick then said that he thought Foxy was 16 when she signed to Jay-Z, and Dash quickly fired back, telling him to say what's on his mind.
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me his questions, bro. I'm not taking it.
I'm not. Okay.
Y'all could keep asking me questions.
We're moving on.
Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that.
In addition, one person who allegedly went to school with Foxy also said on LSA, he used to pick her up when she went to high school. She went to my school, John Dewey, then BCA, then Westinghouse night classes. He used to pull up to Westinghouse for her. Biggie Def used to pick her up too, but they were legit friends. Everybody knew her and Jay were together. And if you don't believe all those people, maybe you will believe Nas, who straight up said in his song Ether, "Foxy got you hot cause you kept your face in her. What you think? You getting girls now cause of your looks?" So as much as Foxy would love to insist that there was nothing going on between her and Jay-Z, all these people can't be coming from nowhere. Plus, why is it that her career just went downhill even though she had Jay in her corner? And given how talented she is and how much she speaks so highly of Jay, don't you think he would have done more to keep her in the game if they were cool? It's really not surprising that if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that after Jay was done with Foxy, he just let her fall off the grail. Well, at first, Lil' Kim was getting all the blame for ruining Foxy's career because of their very rocky history.
So I want to call a truce. I said I want to have a sit down with Kim, and I want to actually, I don't care what it is. I don't care what just end it. Let's end it. We can even do a collaboration. We can do something. We're bigger than this. Still, I still want to be the person. If it has to start with me, let us.
But it's beginning to look a lot like Jay was the one who screwed her up when he was done with her. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's paying Foxy to maintain the narrative that they were never an item. Also, speaking of Foxy's career just going downhill, can I just mention how it just continued getting worse from there? I mean, when she was 17, Foxy received a 30-day suspended sentence and 80 hours of community service after she spat on 2 hotel workers. There was another incident in 2000 where Roxy crashed her Range Rover while driving in Brooklyn and was subsequently arrested for driving with a suspended license. In 2002, Foxy was also arrested in Jamaica for an altercation with a policewoman in an airport there, and she never even showed up for her court appearance. In a different incident in 2004, Foxy was charged with attacking 2 manicurists in NYC after refusing to pay a $20 bill. Apparently, she refused to plea bargain and was sentenced to 3 years probation and anger management classes. And get this, in 2005, when she went to court for the case, she was handcuffed to the bench after she stuck her tongue out at the judge, but not before she hit the court officer who was fastening the handcuffs. She also refused to apologize until she was threatened with 30 days in jail for contempt. And let's not forget how close Jay was with R. Kelly, who has a record of doing the most unspeakable things. Remember when Nas suggested that Jay-Z knew what R. Kelly was doing with the girls? He told Wendy Williams during a radio interview, when a tape of R. Kelly with the underage girl leaked, I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about and made fun of it and showed pictures of Jay hanging out. You can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come to the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. You gonna tell me he didn't see no 14-year-old girl come into the vicinity? Maybe Jay didn't do nothing because he was involved with the same behavior. And when he couldn't control Foxy anymore, he blacklisted her. Well, at least that's what followers believe, with people posting comments like, "I'm not a Foxy Brown supporter, but I just feel like somewhere in the deep neck of the woods, Foxy Brown was blacklisted by the media and never got a chance to tell her story. It's like she was just forgotten about by some powerful source." Someone even also wrote, "I think Sean has her blacklisted. It's so odd to me how he never acknowledges her. I don't trust people like that. Foxy knows a lot of things that man don't want out." Messy, messy, messy. But in your opinion, did Jay-Z have Foxy blacklisted after he was done with her? Do you think he's paying her to stay quiet about what really happened between them? I am dying to know your thoughts, so sound off in the comments below.
Skyscraper, high rises, skyscraper tops, plenty paper, money, plenty paper. We getting it. Tell my haters, tell them what? Tell my haters, tell them what? I'm on a mission, I'm on one. I see them later. Let's get it. Skyscrapers, skyscrapers, all of them. Plenty paper, 149, plenty paper. A-Fab. Tell my haters, tell my haters. Where legends is born. I'm on a mission. Let's get it. I see them later. You know what time it is? Skyscrapers. New paper, green gators matching new paper. Money, ice, silver, and black Oakland Raiders. Shining. More money, more problems, more haters. I'm serving all tables like a waiter. Feeling like Snowman got my waiter. Riding down A-Fab, bumping Jada. Letter to Big, y'all know what it is. Skyscraper, high rises, skyscraper tops. Plenty paper, money, plenty paper. We getting it. Tell my haters, tell them what? Tell my haters, tell them what? I'm on a mission, I'm on one. I see them later. Let's get it. Skyscrapers, skyscrapers, all of them. Plenty paper, 149, plenty paper. A-Fab. Tell my haters, tell my haters. Where legends is born. I'm on a mission. Let's get it. I see them later.